Okay, so it's chest and shoulders today. I'm thinking of doing like this cycle. This cycle, I'm gonna hit the lower chest more because the last time I did like upper chest, like both chest days. So now I'm gonna do lower chest. I mean, I know there's not, people usually believe that there's not really a lower chest. Like there's only the upper chest, like come on man. I mean, here's what I think. I think you got your upper chest. I think you have your lower chest. And then, well, I don't really believe in the mid pec. However, like when people say they're doing like the flat bench for their mid pecs, that really just works your whole pec. You know, it's more like an all-rounder type of thing. So I'm thinking of starting off with some dips. I did some warm-ups. You know, I warmed up my elbows and my shoulders with some tricep push downs and some shoulder pressing. So now I'm gonna try some dips for like the first 2 sets or 3 sets, and then we're gonna have an intermission. Well, not really an intermission. After we're gonna do the dips, then we're gonna do some high to low flies. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna try and burn out with some incline push-ups when either I do the dips or when I do the high to low flies. Because I feel like if I do the dips, my arms are gonna be really finished. But we can try. We can try the first set. We're gonna burn out with some incline push-ups. If it's not gonna be possible, we're gonna burn out with some incline push-ups when we do the high to low flies. Yeah, and I think that should be good. Because I'm trying to leave like the last 2 sets or 3 sets. We just finish off with some machine pressing, just so that, you know, get that whole chest in there. However, I would have preferred to do some flies instead of the machine press, but again, until there's like a proper cable fly machine, like I'm not trying to do any dumbbell flies. I know you can do the floor flies. I haven't tried the floor flies. I know those are supposed to be better for people who have like those sensitive shoulders and stuff. But yeah, either way, every time I do these dips, I just pray that my shoulders don't blow up, because I can usually feel them like going through like the cuffs. I can feel them like really under pressure when I'm really down there. But you know, unlike the triceps, like for the triceps, I was trying to stay upright. These ones I'm gonna try to like hinge over so that I can get like the lower chest thing. But then again, as I said, this is a workout that I'm not really familiar with. I just started doing it because I was not really able to do it before because I was too weak. But now we've got a little bit stronger. Now we're able to do them for a couple of reps. So as I keep on doing it, my form and everything, I'll get used to it. So let's get started with the set. Okay, so I'm not gonna be lying to you when I say that my arms are finished, man. Like when I was doing those dips, to get to the reps that I was doing from when I was fresh, it was tough. It was a struggle. Like I usually try and push as close as I can to failure, but this one I really like felt like my mentor like really being driven on the last set I just did. But you know, I think I think that is a sign that, you know, like with workouts like these, you don't really want to take it the full 8 sets, just because you just won't be able. Like once you're past the third set, you're probably gonna be doing like 6 reps, and then like 4 reps, and then like 2 reps, and then like that's not really conducive, you know. I mean, as long as you're pushing together, it's fine. But it's always good to switch it up to a different movement. So I'm gonna do one more, and then we can do some high to low flies if the cables are available. If they're not, then I'm not sure, man. Maybe some decline push-ups. No, no, no. Some decline bench. Yeah, some decline bench, maybe. But who knows? If it's decline bench, hopefully I'll do some dumbbells because I'm not really a fan of the barbells when it comes to the decline bench. But yeah, let's do one more. It kind of feels like my whole chest, like all the parts of my chest except my upper chest are activated. You know, from what I just did. I think that just kind of goes to show that the mid pack is not really like a thing. It's really just your upper or your lower. Although that's just me, bro. Don't blame me, bro. You can't like say my opinion is wrong. You have your own, I have my own, you know. So I'm gonna do the same. I think I'm gonna continue with the incline push-ups. I feel like there's no need to stop, you know. I mean, the only reason to stop is if I can't do them anymore. Like my arms are just about finished, but if they still have energy, then I'll still continue the incline push-ups. So we're gonna do some high to low flies, single hand of course, because there's no double like cables, but single hand is also fine. And then I'm gonna do some burnout with some incline push-ups again for like another, I don't know, 2 or 3 sets. Oh, my hands are getting so weak. Ooh. Let's do one more. Man, the camera stopped recording. It stopped recording while I was starting my set. Luckily, I just got in about 8 reps. We can start again. We can start the last set again. Okay, let's do some sort of machine press. I was thinking of doing some dumbbell pressing, but let's go with the machine press for the last 2 sets of the chest. Okay. Let's do one more. Sometimes it's easily to get this confused. Sometimes when you're sitting on this machine, the chair can be too low for comfort, can be too high for comfort. By the way, you're going to be targeting your chest pretty good. So I just raised this up a bit higher, just a bit, because it was just a bit too low for comfort, but still felt pretty okay. Man, but some chest flies will go hard right now, man. That squeeze will go so hard, but well, we'll do it one day when it gets stronger. Oh, yeah, the arms are done. They have no more strength in them for any more pressing. But by now, I shall move on to some sort of shoulder press. As you know, it's not just chest, it's chest and shoulders. So we're gonna do my favorite thing, which is overhead pressing on the Smith machine. And then obviously the remaining sets, we shall do some lateral raises to finish off. Okay. So we're gonna do some shoulder pressing on the Smith machine, and I am doing a weight that I don't normally use. I've added about 20 kgs to the weight that I normally use, which is quite a lot, especially when you're doing stuff with the shoulders. Anything to do with the shoulders, man. Shoulder pressing, lateral raising, adding weight, especially a lot of weight, it's quite the dangerous thing to do. So I've added about 20 kgs in total. So 10 kgs on one side, 10 kgs on the other. And we're gonna do these. Well, I'm gonna try it. As you can see, I've also put on the belt. I'll be like, this belt is not as tight as it can go. Like, I prefer it to go just tighter, but oh well, what can you do, man? So obviously, the reason why I'm wearing a belt is because, the higher in weight that you go, the more likely you are to, like, arch your back, trying to lift it up. Not arch your back, like, but bend your back. Like, really break your back, man. You're trying to, like, lift it up. You're like, oh. So I put this on. So I'm gonna try this. Honestly, I'm gonna do the first rep. If it's too much for me, bro, I'm gonna take down the weight. Like, I'm not that huge on ego. I'm just trying to push the limits, man. I'm just trying to go a little bit stronger, a little bit farther. Especially because this is a Smith machine. If it was free weight, if I was just doing a free weight shoulder press, then I would not try this. But it's a Smith machine, so I feel like I can get away with a bit more. Because there was a time there was, well, let's just get into the set. Enough yapping. Yeah, that is too much. That is way too much. Well, the belt doesn't even help, to be honest. It's just cosmetic. I'm gonna take this off, and then I'm gonna reduce the weight. But I'm not gonna go back to the weight that I usually use. I'm gonna reduce the weight, but it'll still be slightly higher. I'm gonna reduce the weight from, like, adding 20 kgs, just adding 10 kgs in total. Those reps were a bit too little. Those are like about 5. And I'm trying to get a little bit more in. So let's reduce the weight again. I'm not going to count that set. Let's reduce the weight again. And then let's what? And let's reduce the weight, but it's still not going to be the original weight. So I'm going to reduce it from 10 kgs to 5 kgs, like, added. You know what I mean? I'm sure you get what I mean. If you've been following along, I'm sure you understand. So So we're still going a little bit heavier than when than what I normally do. But this is like the like the least heaviest, like, you know what I mean? Okay, that was good. Oh, let's get into another set. Oh, let's do one more. Yeah, one more of these, and then we, or maybe, I don't know. Should I call it here? Just do the lateral raises? Yeah, let's do one more of these, and then we go to the lateral raises. Okay, let's move on to some lateral raises for about 5 or 6 sets. I could have definitely pushed a bit farther into failure. Oh man, just adding those 2.5 kg plates on each side, it felt like my whole world was crashing down to me whenever I brought it down. But I'm going to unwrap this, but you guys will just get a jump cut to the lateral raises. Okay, so just like the shoulder press, I'm gonna use a little bit like heavier weight on my lateral raises. But this one I know it's not gonna be a struggle. I didn't go as crazy as the shoulder press one, so there won't be any need to like reduce or anything. Plus I did some feelers before. With the shoulder press I didn't do any feelers, so that's a plus. So we're gonna do these for about 5 to 6 sets, just spamming it real quick. Probably gonna be a quick montage, unless there's some intermissions of me talking. But yeah, let's get into the set. Ooh, I can already anticipate the burn is gonna be insane. Like actually, when I was doing the feelers, I could go a weight that is a bit higher. Like instead of using the 10 kgs for my lateral raises, I could use the 12.5s. But the thing is, I want to go like a little bit past 10 reps to failure, like past 10 reps easily, and then like aim to failure going forwards. And also trying to minimize as much trap action as possible. So I think I'm just going to keep it at 10 for now. Man, don't you love it when you're just in your set and then a bang of a song just comes on into your queue on your playlist? For example, like right now, I don't care. I don't care about the Fall Out Boys. Just playing and I'm just jamming out. It's so good. Wait, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. I've been using burnouts for a lot of my workouts, but I've never really utilized any sort of like burnout for my side delts. So I think it's about time we start doing that. So I mean I could burn out with the cables, but I could also just drop set each remaining set that is. Because you have the dumbbells. Dumbbells are quite versatile. So we're gonna drop set each set and see how it will be. Granted, that means your workouts will be extra long, but I have no problem with that. Funny enough, these can you imagine the drop set weight that I'm using for this workout is the weight that I started out with when I first started working out. I started out with 5 kgs, but that was when I was cutting. So like when I was cutting, I didn't really show that period of my time. But at that time, like my nutrition was so bad. I was just eating brown rice. I couldn't afford chicken breast because I was in the dorms. I mean, I could afford it, but I was trying to save up for some protein powder, which at the end of the day, I got it like after I came back home and started filming. So, I was eating just brown rice, oats. Basically, I didn't have much protein, and I was also like, at that time, I wasn't really knowledgeable in terms of like how to cut. So I was just starving myself. I was like intermediate fasting, basically. So I lost a lot of muscle mass. I lost a lot of muscle mass, but I still went to the gym about 4 times a week. Now I'm going like about every day, but then I was going about 4 times a week. And when I was doing my lateral raises, I could only do like 5 kgs, but now I'm doing 10 kgs. This is freaking dope, man. Progress, and I can do the 12.5s. Heck, I can even do the 15s. I tried the 15s, 15 kgs, which is about I don't know 30, 35 pounds, and I was still able to do them. Albeit not for like a good amount of reps, but I'm still able to do them. But it wasn't a one rep thing. It was like about three, four, almost 5 reps ish. But let's get into the set. Whew, drop setting your lateral raises. It's so hard, man. It's so hard. I think this is the hardest drop set that I've done as compared to other workouts. Like when I'm drop setting my hams, drop setting my quads, drop setting my buys, drop setting my tries, my chest, anything, man. It's not as bad as drop setting my lateral raises. Like immediately you hop into the drop set, the burn is already so insane, and it just keeps getting more insane. Like there's no like build up. Like it's already built up, and you just keep going up. But on the others, it's like it's built up, and then now when you drop set, it goes down and you're building up again. But this time you build up much faster, but you still like go down. But this one is just like there's no going down. You just keep going up. By the build up, I mean the burn. But let's get into the next set. Oh, my shoulders are so heavy. Whew. Let's do one more. Let's do one more set and then call it there. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Let's get out of here, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I feel like doing a random push-up. Just a random push-up to close off the set. Okay. I've squeezed the random push-up out of me. So, yeah, we can call it there, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some back. I know tomorrow is Friday, and I know I said Friday. I have like a lot of classes and stuff. But you know what? We're not gonna let that hold us back. I mean, the reason why I adopted this routine was that I can spend less time at the gym. You know, like I'm using, I'm doing less muscle groups. You know, so I'm spending less time at the gym. So I'm gonna come to the gym tomorrow regardless. I think I'll try waking up at 6 a.m. I'm not a morning person, but I'm trying to be. So I'm gonna try wake up at 6 a.m. and then I'm not gonna try. I will wake up at 6 a.m. and then hopefully I don't take an hour up to try and get myself out of bed because that is a bad habit I have. I just stay like an hour on my bed just trying to wake up. So I'm gonna try get up immediately and then hopefully be done by the gym before 10:30 so that I can get to class by 11. Honestly, there's like a grace period, you know. I don't have to be in class immediately at 11, but it has to be before 11:30 because even like that's usually the time when people usually come between 11 and 11:30, or like being the first one in class even before the lecturer arrives is an achievement point. I mean, come on, bro. As long as you're there for attendance and you're there for like 90% of the lesson and you understand everything, then you're pretty good. You're pretty okay, man. Granted, you should try to be there for 100% of the lesson. So, yeah, I'm gonna. If I'll be late for class, it probably won't be that. I won't be that late. Like I won't be that late. So, yeah, I'm not gonna be doing Fridays off anymore. Fridays will be workout day because I don't wanna like. I wanna go like 8 days straight. Like I don't wanna have any like rest days in between of those 8 days. If I'm gonna have a rest day, it's gonna be after the 8 days are done. So yeah, it was a wonderful workout, man. My shoulders, those drop sets, man, they did something. My shoulders are so heavy, so numb. My side delts, and even kind of like my rear delts as well. But yeah, man, not my rear delts, but like this part of the upper back. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.